This is Hollywood. Well, hello, Hollywood happenings. Here's what's happening in the world of vlogging today at the farmers market, Gilmore Oil Dairy Fields. I've always been amazed by this little piece of the past mixed in with a current piece of the future. The whole farmers market, it gives you that ambiance of a small country town in a big city, lost in a big city. It's a fun place to spend with a Saturday afternoon with your family, friends, shop for produce, have some great gumbo, fresh poultry, fresh beef, all in one stop fresh shop.
Remember how terrible these
they were awful.
Oh yeah, and then this was analog. I had to fly cable, one in Santa Monica. There's something else there now, I can't remember. But I had to fly cable over aisles, because we weren't doing this yet.
Yeah.
Right. Fly cable after
More this now.
yeah, oh it was major.
And it was, so we had Furby, and it was the
Action.
So, they didn't want us there.
Right.
And then we wanted to be there. We wanted to be there because everything we had. Like this, what year is it?
The Gilmore Oil Company was an independent oil company in California, which was founded by Arthur Fremont Gilmore after he struck oil in his dairy farm in the Fairfax district of Los Angeles around 1903. His son Earl Bell Gilmore took over the family business and expanded its distribution network, which at its peak operated over 3,000 gas stations on the West Coast. He promoted the company in a flamboyant style with much advertising, branding, and sponsorship. Oil company, which began here on the site of the farmers market. Now, the history of Gilmore Oil Company from 1900 to 1945, dairy farm to oil field. The inscription, 1872, Arthur Fremont Gilmore leaves Millsboro, Illinois, and heads west to seek his fortune in California. He soon forms a partnership with Julius Carter, and the two go into the dairy business in Compton, California. 1880, A.F. Gilmore and Julius Carter gain title to the plot of land which encompasses much of what is now the Fairfax district. 1890, Julius Carter and Gilmore dissolve their partnership. After drawing straws, Gilmore takes sole ownership of the 256-acre portion of Rancho La Brea, and dairy operations continue. 1905, after first discovering oil in 1900, A.F. Gilmore establishes Gilmore Oil Company, replacing dairy herds with oil rigs. The landscape at 3rd and Fairfax would never be the same. 1918, when A.F. Gilmore dies, his son Earl Bell Gilmore assumes leadership of Gilmore Oil Company. 1921, drilling ceases because of a change in city zoning laws. The company forges ahead with oil and gas refining and distribution. From 1920 to 43, the Gilmore Oil Company became the largest independent oil company on the West Coast. In 1943, Mobil Oil takes over oil production. Gilmore Oil Company continues to operate service stations until 1945. A.F. Gilmore and his son Earl Bell Gilmore pose with their automobiles and fellow employees. In a few short decades, the quiet dairy farm was transformed into a profitable oil field. Over the next 30 years, Los Angeles would develop the land, changing the oil rigs and buildings and Gilmore Oil Company into the most successful independent oil distribution company on the West Coast. Now, it was erected by A.F. Gilmore Company, marker number 543, and that's the current place, 3rd Fairfax, and the farmer's market. More history on the farmer's market coming soon.
Is this when the duty hit the fan or before?
No, this is way long before. Until we hit this turbulence over the Pacific, and he would do an Elmo's voice. Oh, I'm not feeling very safe.
Did everyone love it?
People were
Dying, for sure.
That's tough. So that was unfortunate.
When did things go south with all that?
Oh, it's a weird while.
Yeah, when
November 22nd, 1948.
I've always thought, I've never understood that, because I've always thought, like, there are certain trade-offs if you get to that level of success.
I'm with you.
You live like a monk, or you live
I'm
like
with you.
You know, because
Exactly.
you don't,
You can't
you can't do that.
cross the line with that. You just can't. But apparently a lot of people do it.
Right.
Who was this woman who was a teacher? Some Catholic school someplace. She can go to jail for embezzling like $850,000 from the school. And I'm thinking,
What happens to people?
she's like the treasurer will they trust you to
Right, and then you go and get shady and do like what?
My dad was an administrator at the school we went to.
And I'm laughing about the Trump thing. It's so interesting because they had to surrender. The guy who's in charge of his foundation had to surrender this morning. And on my way here,
getting indicted.
Got it.
yeah. And to find out, what the charges are, right? Yes. And so now I'm wondering, because all of Trump is still untouchable and all this. I'm wondering, did Trump know that you were doing? Oh, this guy was paying for his grandkids' education, university, and apartments for people, all people, and a bunch of other clowns and stuff like that. Well, I guess he figured Trump was in charge. Hey, yeah. I'll find out, but everybody.
He's not stupid. If he was stupid, he would have been busted a long time ago.
He knows how
He gets away with everything.
everybody gets paid because he's distant. He knows how to distance. Probably remember his dad.
That whole family is very calculated. They know what they're doing.
Oh, definitely.
And
Daughter, everybody.
Oh, I hate her.
I think she's the most toxic because I think she's going to stick around a lot when she's young. She has been conditioned to be like her father.
Oh, yeah. She is. See, I watch her. And
She's dangerous, yes.
because Tony Grace's, I don't think we the same get married. This guy talks the same language.
There's an unspoken
Same language he
thing that-
has, right?
Absolutely.
So I said,
Okay with that.
and then, then you got to go like, oh, they speak the same.
I also think probably like
Yes. Yes. I thought of that.
Now this old truck from, I believe it's probably from the 1930s, the Depression era. It usually sits in front of the Gilmore station, but because of but actually that's where the line is from the farmer's market, and on the other side, you're gonna find the Grove, which is an addition that was built by Rick Caruso's company to add onto the Grove, which is an outdoor shopping center, but it still stays with that little small town shopping mystique, outdoor eateries, music and like yesterday, music in the park. It's just a fun place to spend with family and friends. Just a outdoor mall, beautiful scenery, beautiful, relaxing. No matter how many people is there, it's still a relaxing environment. You get a lot of touristy mixed in with the locals.